Okay, hello citizens. I'm Professor Juha Lindman from the University of Gothenburg, Department of Applied IT and Division of Informatics. In what follows, I'll provide a 5-minute video of what is open data and specifically open data in municipal context. So this is the title 1 of the series that has 3 parts. This discusses the definition of municipal open data. In what follows, the other videos will discuss a little bit about the values related to open data, and then the third one is more about risks and challenges and how to mitigate them related to open data. So, in today's digital age, cities generate vast amounts of data every single day, from traffic patterns to building permits, from waste management to public transportation schedules. But what happens to all of this data? So this is where municipal open data can come in. Municipal open data means public information that is created and collected by collected by city governments, that is made freely available to everyone, that is published in formats computers can easily read and process, and that are licensed in a way that allows for anybody to use them, modify and share them further. So you can think of open data or municipal open data as like a public library, but instead of books, it's filled with valuable data about your particular city. There's been a lot of discussion what open here means in open data, but I think the research roughly agrees at least that in order for data to be open, it needs to meet several important criteria. So first of all, it needs to be accessible. So it needs to be available online, free of charge, and easy to find for its users. It needs to be complete, so it needs to include all public data, and it can't only kind of provide a kind of subset or some kind of curated selection portions of the data sets that released. It needs to be machine readable, meaning that it needs to be structured in formats such as CSV, JSON, or XML. It cannot mean Excel file. Open data needs to be timely, so it needs to be kind of updated regularly in order to kind of maintain its relevance. It needs to provide it in non-proprietary formats, so in a way that anybody can kind of access and use the particular data sets. And it needs to be provided as license-free, meaning that there are minimal restrictions on what can be done with the open data set. If you look at kind of examples of municipal open data, this could include, for example, public transportation schedules and also the provision of real-time location-based data, for example, where the public transportation is. It can mean building permits, zoning information, planning for city planning. It could include crime statistics, safety reports, and so on. You could have open data on air quality measurements. You could provide oversight by providing open data on city budgets, spending details, and so on. You could provide maintenance, for example, for road schedules, and you could provide information based, for example, on a map on public facilities. And why does it kind of matter? So it's not really only about transparency, or that's like part of the story, but it's kind of more than that. So open data is released to create opportunities, create services on top of these released data sets. So when cities decide to share their data more openly, it means several things for a number of stakeholders in the particular ecosystem. For example, developers of software services can create innovative apps and services based on the released datasets. Researchers can find and analyze urban trends from the datasets. Businesses can kind of make more informed decisions about their surroundings. And citizens can understand and even maybe better participate in their own community based on the data. So in short, municipal data does represent a kind of fundamental shift in shift in how cities operate and interact with their citizens in the future. So it's not so much about only sharing this data or information, it's about building smarter and more transparent and more collaborative communities of the future. Here you have some of the project information. Thank you for your attention. And here's also my contact details if you want to kind of learn more.